Hello and welcome to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. Okay, you guys, I am here with your full moon readings. Oh boy. So, just make sure you're buckled up for this one, okay? So right now I'm just going to do a little introduction of what to expect in the reading that you're about to see. If you want to know what to expect during this reading, look at our video that's going to be at the end of your reading, and I'm going to go in more details of what to expect and what's happening in the let's just say in the astrological heaven for this lunar eclipse and full moon all at the same time. But a little bit about this reading, you guys, this is a very mini reading. I cannot stress this enough. This is a very mini reading. I will be using all of these decks, but we're just honing in on the areas that you need to set your intentions. I don't care how many times I say this, there's always one person that does not hear it and they think this is a very full reading and it's not. Okay, this is just for you to set your intentions. Information pertaining to how to set your intentions can be located below. There is a link pertaining to that, okay? You can apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, and for some, even your Venus sign, okay? Keep in mind that the energies will flip-flop. So if it doesn't relate to you, it could very well relate to your partner. Thank you so much for all the positive comments that you continue to give the channel. Thank you so much for those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. For those who have joined us on Patreon as a member, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you so much. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555. You guys, I'm just excited about where we have come. We have come a very, very long way, and in a very short amount of time, and I thank you. I can attribute all of the growth to you, okay? I think I have mentioned everything that I need to. Oh, don't forget the Lotus Love Show every Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the YouTube channel. Go back and check out. We did a weekend reading last night, okay? So make sure you go and check that out. Now, on to your reading. Hello, my Scorpios. Okay, you guys, let's get right into your mini reading. I don't care how many times I say this, there's always someone that doesn't hear me, so let me be very, very clear. This is a very mini reading. What does that mean? It's only going to be a few minutes just to give you an idea what energies are prevalent so you can set your intentions. And if you don't know how to set your intentions, the link of setting your intentions can be found below, okay? All right, let's get right into it. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the full moon occurring on June 5th, 2020. What? Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, Creator, Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the full moon occurring on June 5th, 2020. Okay, your cards are coming out quickly, Scorpio. Wow. It's like Spirit is saying I need to talk to you. Very good. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the full moon occurring on June 5th, 2020. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know as they begin to set their intentions? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the full moon occurring on June 5th, 2020. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? Wow. Okay. Yeah, that one, that deck had a lot of force in it. So I'm curious to see what this card is. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal messages they put forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the full moon occurring on June 5th, 2020. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? All right, that one fell like literally in my lap. All right, my Scorpios, let's set this up over here because you all know I am anal when things are not set up right, and I can't give you my full attention in reading. All right, here we go. We are ready to get started. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, Scorpios, now you know this is a big issue for you all when it comes to trust, okay? You're a sign you have a hard time trusting. And if somebody breaks your trust, they will almost possibly never get it back. So, you're needing to work on a situation that involves trust. Okay? Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you love and care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So, Scorpios, I feel like you're being challenged right now. I feel like Spirit is challenging you because both of these are areas that, just as a Scorpio, it is hard for you to let others receive, let others give to you, letting yourself receive from others. Because what that is, it puts you at a vulnerable state, and that's hard for you guys. Okay, that's really hard for you guys. So Spirit is telling you to trust. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone and letting yourself receive. Okay, without feeling guilty or apologies. Okay, again, making yourself vulnerable. So what you're having to do already, what I'm saying, is you're having to step outside your comfort zone. So allow the energy of this full moon and this lunar eclipse, which is going to be very intense, be vulnerable. Okay, be vulnerable. Step outside your comfort zone. Shield yourself. So what does that mean? As you're becoming vulnerable, you still need to protect and shield yourself from negativity. You still need to shield yourself and protect yourself from things that aren't going to serve your highest good. Because as you're being vulnerable, as you're stepping outside your comfort zone, you still need to be protected of anything that's not serving your highest good. Let's be clear. You're being vulnerable. You're stepping outside your comfort zone in areas that's going to take you to another level. In situations and to people that are going to help you and not hurt you or harm you. So let's be very, very clear. Be careful who you are becoming vulnerable to. Be careful to the situations you're being vulnerable to. And what I'm really feeling is that you're more so becoming vulnerable to yourself. Okay, you're really stepping into emotions that you've never had to step into before. You're really seeing yourself for truly who you really are. Okay, and that alone is going to break a shell, break that hardness. This situation is already resolved. So whatever situation has been on your mind, whatever situation has been in your soul and your spirit is saying it's already resolved. Right now, this focus is on you. Okay, this is the deck that came out with a lot of power. Look at that. Get some exercise. Yeah, as your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. Okay, so I can understand the strength of that because this card came out with some real power. So Spirit is saying, get your body right because that's going to help clear your mind. Okay, so begin to focus on getting some exercise. Begin to focus on letting go of that energy. Okay, that energy that you need, that you may be building up in yourself and not using the energy where it's not going to be used or be able to work in your good. Okay, you'd be surprised what exercising does. It clears your mind out so much. So put some exercise into your routine and just see how it begins to grow your mind. Okay, and Spirit says don't stop. Wow, don't stop. Okay, so it's time to trust. It's time to let yourself receive understanding what you need. The focus is on you. Okay, whatever situation you've been worried about, it's already resolved, but you really need to get some exercise. And Spirit is saying, don't stop, and don't forget to protect yourself from all negativity. Really, really become vulnerable and step outside your comfort zone. Really saying, you know what, I'm going to tap into emotions of myself that I've never tapped into before. And then using that energy, that is going to be a great use of this full moon and lunar eclipse energy, because it's helping getting you straight. It's helping getting you in order. All right, my loves, if you want to do a private reading, information pertaining to that can be found below. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, just a little bit of information about what to expect during this full moon and lunar eclipse. The Sagittarius full moon will come in today at 3:12 Eastern Standard Time, okay? Now, Sagittarius, let's just talk about a little bit about the sign. They like to roam. They are very highly intelligent people, and they know how to adapt very easy. They really like to explore. In fact, Sagittarius, they run travel. Okay, so they rule travel. So this is all about wanting to travel. This is about wanting to explore. This is about wanting to get out. But what could be very tricky with this is that we have this internal desire to want to do that, but we are under a lot of restrictions right now where we can't move about the way that we want to. And so that could be some type of conflicting energy that is happening within yourself. So make sure you take note of that. Now, the full moon and lunar eclipse, it will carry some very intense energy. Okay, in some instances, it will border anger. So be very careful about that as well. And the reason it's going to border anger, because it's going to be squaring Mars, which is a very challenging aspect, okay? So again, you may want to do some traveling, you may want to get out, but due to the stay-at-home orders, you're going to feel like it's a joke. You're going to feel like that, that somebody's playing games with you. That's how your mind is going to feel. Now, the full moon, it already brings out like an animal nature in us. And in addition to that, Venus is in retrograde and is also squaring Mars. So it's going to be hard to kind of commit and communicate what your emotional needs are during this time. So be very mindful of that. Now, you may need to go the extra mile in protecting your love life. So if you need to send flowers, do that. If you need to make dinner for someone, do that. If you need to have a relaxing romantic evening, do that. You may need to go this extra mile in protecting your relationship. If you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation, it's so important that you do that. Now, the vibe is very impulsive and tense, and the solution is that you're going to have to create, you're going to have to be very creative. You're going to have to have patience in certain situations, well, in all of your situations, and you're going to have to be empathetic. Okay, you're going to have to be sensitive. You're going to have to really dig deep to find those emotions, because what's happening on the external right now, it is kind of opposing that. And also keep in mind that we are soon, if not already, Mercury retrograde comes in June 18th. So we are right at the door of entering that shadow period. So we have a lot that's going on right now. But again, for this full moon energy, make it work for you, because it can very easily work against you if you don't know and aren't sensitive to what's happening in the atmosphere. Okay? All right, you guys, I love you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.